Yeah, I'm going to review a fragrance that I actually just got. It's something I had been looking forward to really for getting a while now. It's a new release from 2020, but it's been on my list since it came out. I really just like the bottle design. I like the sound of it. I like the direction it was taking. So, like pretty much all the releases that from 2020, in the designer realm, it is a flanker of another very popular fragrance. So we saw, Eros EDP, we saw Spice Bomb Night Vision EDP, we saw King EDP, or K EDP, we saw, a bunch of other flankers, and this one is no different. This one is Le Male Parfum. And what this is a flanker of Le Male. So as you can see, it comes in a normal Le Male style bottle where you get the silhouette of a male. You get the gold cap atomizer instead of the silver that you see, in Le Male and Ultramall. You get the batch code information on the bottom. And with this said, when I picked this up, I was excited when I first saw, prior to it even getting released, when it's first announced. I'm someone who really I liked Le Male, but I wasn't blown away by it. In the sense that to me, it comes off as a very safe, fresh, clean fragrance. To me, it's got that laundry sheet vibe, the dryer sheet vibe. It smells like fresh linens. It's good, for sure in that regard. But it was nothing mind blowing. It was nothing like game changing as far as fragrances go to me. It was also honestly, so it was a little too simple, I think, for me. But it was also something I didn't feel like I just couldn't pull off too well. I am not someone, given my age, especially, I'm not going to try to wear like Ultramall. Le Male I could wear, but I don't know. It was just, I was never like huge on it. So anyway, I saw this. I saw the note breakdown, and I was excited. So what you get in this is they took Le Male, right? You got the same DNA. You got the lavender and the vanilla in there that are the most prominent. Lavender especially up front. They added iris, okay? They took out some of like the cinnamon and caraway and stuff like that, and then they added in cardamom, which is done very well, and oriental spices. And with the wood notes, it really just creates a much more well-rounded fragrance, and it creates depth. So you don't have just this. You still get that dryer sheet linen smell, but from the lavender, but it's really just done in a way that adds depth to it, makes it a much more intriguing scent. It's more mature smelling to me. It is more well-rounded. It smells higher end. It to me is just much more interesting. And I think it's also better for older people, not old people, but older people. Le Male, Ultramall, to me, those, especially Ultramall, are geared more towards teenagers, early young adults. Whereas this is better for, people in the 30s and up. You certainly, a young person can pull this off as well, especially in like a formal setting or something like that. But, it's just, when you spray this, you're going to immediately get the lavender, the vanilla. They're right there, as it was in Le Male. But you're going to smell the iris. You're going to smell the oriental notes when it starts to dry down, and the cardamon's there as well. So it's kind of almost like they took like a, Dior, like it's like Le Male's or Jean Paul Gaultier's spin on Le Male, but it was like, in the sense that it almost like they took Dior Homme and mixed it somewhat. They just took some of the notes, it seems like, and added to it. And this is kind of their version of that, Dior Homme. And it's done well. It really is. You can wear it, again, it's very universal. You could wear it in formal events. You could wear it in the office. You could wear it pretty much on a day-to-day basis. Really all year round, except for the high heat. You wouldn't want to wear it in high heat because it would become cloying. But to me, it is one of the best releases of 2020. It is very well done. I was impressed, despite it being, a flanker. I think it was done better. In my opinion, this is better than the original. So not often that, in my opinion, that happens. Although we're seeing it more recently. Another one I was really impressed by was Armani Code Absolute. That, to me, is way better than the original. It's even better than Profumo, which Profumo, to me, was a really good release in that line. So it's not unheard of. Certainly perfumers can learn and improve on a fragrance over time. But I do recommend this. If you're a fan of Le Male, if you like Oriental style fragrances, you're going to love this. If you're not a fan of Le Male, or you like me, I wouldn't say if you hate Le Male, you're not gonna like this. But if you liked Le Male, but it wasn't like anything crazy, game changing for you, I still think you'd really like this. I certainly suggest picking it up. It is, like I said, it's much more, to me, much more interesting, much more complex, and it is a very good scent. So I got this tester on eBay for $69 shipped. Came and it's legit. So for that price, it's not bad. I certainly have no regrets on that. Performance is great. This lasted me 9 hours. Projection is pretty good as well. You get a nice, good scent cloud around you. So no issues in any of that.